Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Peloton is coming out with a rowing machine. Good news for people who need a new piece of exercise equipment to drape their clothing over. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly may be having a baby. They don't care about the gender as long as it's got 10 fingers, 10 toes, and 157 tattoos. Jerry Jones says he'll never sell the Dallas Cowboys. He likes being the face of the team, the heavily sculpted, overly Botox, artificial face of the team.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Time for another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
Well, I did it. I voted. I kind of wish I voted early. Then I could have driven by the polling place and laughed at all the people. I finally got in and voted. I saw like 3 dozen donuts behind the poll workers, but no one offered me any. Hey, maybe offer the voters a drink and a donut. Hey, wait, I didn't get a sticker either. Everybody in front of me got an I voted sticker. How's anyone going to know if I voted if I don't have a sticker to post on Instagram? Damn it. Now I have to go back in and get a sticker.
And that was another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
And now it's time for another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
Well, the primary's over. Good. It's getting sick of seeing all those TV ads, which I'm sure will be back on next week to get ready for November's election. And all the signs all over. Can we take the signs down yet?
And that was another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
It's happened to all of us. Yeah, you've gone through it. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. I'm talking about bad customer service. Who hasn't dealt with it? There's one going viral now. A Home Depot customer found rocks and sticks mixed in with some bales of pine straw that he purchased. When he asked for a refund, he was told he had to return the 2 open bales of pine straw. Yeah, that's a lot of work. You got to rake it all back up, and that's going to be like 4 or 5 shopping carts full of straw. I know that because there's video of him dealing with this as he pulls it into Home Depot. It's gone viral. Here's him explaining to the clerks why he has baskets and baskets of straw.
If you've never unrolled a bale of pine straw before, you don't just like close it back up and return it. It's kind of a process. Like it's like bust open whenever you cut the twine or whatever. So we're putting this in bags or what?
That's not the only bad customer service ever. We all know this. In fact, I got audio of my uncle who recorded himself trying to order a Dell computer back when you would call in and get computers, and it gets bad at the end.
Thank you for choosing. My name is Robert. What can I do for you today?
Yeah, I'm calling about the computer that's on sale. It's $9.99. It's on a flyer that came in the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to order that one.
Okay, let me confirm everything with you. We have a Pentium 4 processor, 520 with HD technology, 2.8 gigahertz. Okay, DVD player in the first bay and a free CD burner on the second base. No floppy drive. You want to add a 3.5 floppy drive?
Will this not do a disc? If I wanted to put something on the disc, will it do it?
Yeah, actually, we recommend you the floppy because it's only $30, 30.
Okay, no, I don't want that.
Okay, are you sure? Because the future is going to cost more money. Okay, no speakers.
Speakers don't come with it?
No, sir. It's not in the flyer.
Okay, well, let me read it a little bit better and I'll call back.
Why? You got the flyer in front of you?
Yes.
And why you call me? That is bad for me. You call me and call me again. That's going to be bad.
Because I didn't realize that it didn't have speakers, and I don't want to have to order speakers for this price. So I'll just look somewhere else and
Here's
find
where it
another
gets
computer.
Oi! I can't believe it, like a little girl. I can't believe it, only for speakers. Go ahead, little girl, little pussy girl. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Let me talk.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Let me talk to your manager.
Little girl. You are little girl. Little girl. Little girl. Little girl. Little girl.
Are you going to let me talk to your manager?
Little baby girl. Little hooker.
I can't imagine how mad I would be if that happened to me. Bad customer service has been going on forever.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
In March, an 11-year-old named Elijah Blankenberg got some baseball cards signed at a Yankees spring training game. Then someone stole the binders they were in, but ESPN just did a big follow-up after random people sent him their signed stuff. It took 4 hours to open all the packages. He got baseball signed by Nolan Ryan, Sammy Sosa, and Greg Maddux. The Orioles sent him a game-used third base signed by the entire team, and his favorite player, DJ LeMahieu, signed some stuff too. But the best thing he got was a ball signed by Mickey Mantle and the 1968 Yankees. A guy named Steve Sample got that 54 years ago when he was attacked by a shark as a child, and he says it helped him with his recovery, and he thought it was time to pass it on. Elijah's parents say they caught him sleeping with it in his bed a few times.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Every day I scour the World Wide Web looking for funny clips or interesting videos to put on the website and play for you here on the show. And when I find one that stands out above the rest, well, I declare it to be the winner of the internet. Today, I have found such a thing. Somebody inserted the Muppet Show theme into the final scene from Dirty Dancing, and I got to tell you, it's perfect. Yeah, imagine it. And here they come dancing. Oh, it's so fantastic. If you want to check the video, go to rock107.com. Click winner of the internet and enjoy what might be the most exciting thing you'll ever see. Your winner of the internet for this Wednesday, May 18th, 2022. Oh, you can't do that nowadays. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. I'm all for growth, progress, and the like, but some things have suffered. Maybe we've lost the ability to discern. Maybe we stopped understanding context and nuance. Either way, things are different today, and there are a great many classic movies that, for one reason or another, couldn't be made today. So I, Rock 107's Prospector, have decided to reimagine classic movies as if they were made today. This time out, it's the classic buddy comedy thriller, the pairing of Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor on a train, trying to clear one guy's name and keep the other from being prosecuted on car theft charges. And it contains a scene where Gene Wilder wears blackface to bypass police. It's the 1976 classic Silver Streak, made for today. Looks good. Get up top. Yeah, take my jacket. All right, let me slide this beanie on. All right, ace of deuce. It's bad. You look good, though. I look good. Now here, take this radio. Nah, you know what? Never mind. That's never going to work. What was I thinking putting you in blackface? I'm sorry, man. Wash that off. You might as well go turn yourself in. The end.
What's a yambag? A fool, an idiot, a blockhead, a dunce, or an ignoramus. You know, a dullard, simpleton, or a clot, nitwit, dipstick, pea-brain, mouth breather, or cretin.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yambag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
Here are the nominees. Nominee number 1.
There's been a series of damaged property complaints around Omaha, Nebraska recently, mostly damaged fences and walls, and it sounds like the perp was the Kool-Aid Man. Sort of. Apparently, the trend of kids mimicking the Kool-Aid Man by throwing themselves through structures on people's property is a thing, and there's even ring camera footage of a few teens busting through a fence. Last week, sheriff's deputies in Sarpy County issued criminal mischief citations to 9 kids who they say ran and jumped into fences in various neighborhoods around the county. It's unclear what the citations were for as far as monetary damages. At least 8 properties were hit with an estimated damage of several $1,000s per house. It's unclear if this is a stupid idea by this group of teens or a part of a broader social media trend.
Nominee number 2.
If you're into garden decor and you're familiar with the gazing balls, you'll know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, those decorative glass spheres that are mostly in gardens to look nice may not be familiar to you, but some people believe they have other benefits, like warding off evil and bringing good luck. But that warding off evil thing doesn't always work. A homeowner in Austin, Texas named Gail Hines caught someone stealing her gazing balls on her Ring camera last week. The thief got away, but in the footage you can see and hear him collecting the balls and driving away. But these gazing balls also happen to contain the ashes of Gail's parents. Yeah, Gail's parents died during the pandemic, so she had their ashes put inside a couple of customized gazing balls, and they were among the ones stolen. The thief is still on the run, and Gail is desperate to get her parents' remains back.
And the winner is
the thief who stole the gazing balls that contained the ashes of the victim's parents. You are the Yambag of the day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yambag of the Week competition. Stay tuned for all the nominees for Prospector's Yambag of the Day, weekday mornings here on Rock 107. Prime Cuts Podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app. A free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts. These PA's Classic Rock, Rock 107. Good morning, I'm Prospector, and I'm joined in the studio by, I'm going to try and say the last name today, Clarence Baltricitis from the Net Credit Union. Did I get it right?
Prospector, after about 6 years, you finally nailed that one.
You're not just here because I happen to have my mortgage with you guys. I should say my second mortgage, but it's really the first mortgage on the house. It's just that the house was owned before then. You're here because I think you're a good guy, and Net Credit Union does a lot of good stuff for people all over Northeast PA. Anything coming up we don't know about? Anything happening in the next couple of weeks or months that you guys are up to?
Yeah, in May, we're having, I'm participating in the Heart Walk, the American Heart Association Heart Walk. It's on the 21st of May at PNC Field. Mm-hmm. If you want to join my team, you can go to the American Heart Association website. I think there's a little spot in there for my team, but we've been recruiting people from all over northeastern Pennsylvania.
Right.
Heart disease is something that affects, all of us, whether it's a personal, whether it's a family member, a friend, a coworker. We all know somebody who has had, a tragic illness due to heart disease.
Yeah, and I have people in my family, so literally every time there's a tinge in my arm or chest, I'm like, here it comes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not in a joking way, like I'm thinking to myself, I freak out.
Yeah,
about
I turn into Fred Sanford. Like, I'm coming, Elizabeth, I'm coming.
You're here because we're starting a new feature called Weekly Top 5. We've got the top 5 reasons you got turned down for a mortgage. You want to do it?
Yeah, these are excellent.
All right, here we go. Top 5 reasons you got turned down for a mortgage from Clarence Baltricitis from Net Credit Union. Number 5.
You refused a lollipop at the teller window.
Do you guys even offer a lollipop?
We do, actually.
Right,
lollipops and dog biscuits.
I love it. Top 5 reasons you got turned down for a mortgage. Number 4.
You can't take a mortgage out on the White House.
Number 3.
Your ID reads McLovin.
Top 5 reasons you got turned down for a mortgage. Number 2.
House of Cards is not an actual house.
The number 1 reason you got turned down for a mortgage.
We don't give mortgages at the drive-thru.
You really should start to do that.
A funny story about that.
Yeah.
When the whole shutdown happened a couple of years ago,
yeah.
we were doing loans out of the drive-thru until we got DocuSign up and going.
Oh, my God.
And our members loved it. I remember them calling me like, hey, I just did a loan through your drive-thru. You guys are awesome. You're still open. And like, who's buying what now?
We got to do what we can to keep the doors open. Clarence Baltricitis, the fabulous Net Credit Union. Check them out. What's the website?
netcreditunion.com.